So to assemble the chair together, the very first thing you want to do is you're going to mark the center of this middle brace. All right. So when you measure across here, it should be right at 21 inches, and half of 21 is
7.5.
10.5. All right. Good job. Rock math right there. All right. So I've marked that with a pencil right there. Travis is going to hand me the 36-inch board, which is the one that we put in the center, and it's 4 inches wide. I'm going to select which side that I want to use. Both of these look about the same, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it right in the center, up a little bit from the bottom. Okay, and so it should be at 2 inches. That's where we're going to mark that. Just a little line, because what we're going to do is we're going to line this up on the back. It doesn't actually goes on the front. Okay, and we're going to line this mark up on the back right here with the mark that we put, so we'll be in the center. And we're going to run one screw in it. Now you can rotate this a little bit to make it a little bit easier to put that screw in, but we're going to run one screw in it. Okay, we need to be flush here at the bottom of this board. Okay, and so he'll just put one screw right in the center. Good. All right, now we're going to roll it up like this, and we're going to get it level. And we're going to make sure that we're level before we put our second screw in it. Okay, when we put our second screw in it, it's not going to move anymore. All right, that looks pretty straight up and down to me. So the second screw keeps it from moving. This one goes straight up and down. So now we're going to rotate this down, and we're going to have our 35s and our 34s, and we're going to lay them out. About 4 screws. All right, so that can give me. So these are the ones that go on the outside of that 36-inch board, and then we have our 34s like this. Now on these, we're only going to put one screw in it because we're going to be able to fan them out here in a minute when we stand it up. You need a little bit of spacing in between each one of them. About a finger's width is plenty. That way they will move a little bit. So we're flush again, okay? So we're going to put one screw right in the center.
Nice job, Bubba.
I'll come back to it.
Okay, good. So now they're on, they're flush. We're going to rotate this up. If you had that second screw in here, this board's not going to do that. So now what we need to do is, take this, please.
He's right there. Oh, right here, bud.
Thank you. We're going to put a mark at 9.5 on this center board on the back side of it. 9.5. That's going to tell us where to put our H brace. We need to measure this H brace. Now for the chair, it's 26. For the love seat, it's 42. We need to put a mark right in the center of it so we can line it up. So half of 26, Brock math is 13. This board's going to sit on here like this, not like that. We want to find the center of this board as well. Kind of do a little crosshair. And that will mark where this is going to go. Now this is kind of a hard screw to put in because what you have to do is you have to screw it in from the front and you've got to hit this 1-inch board. Okay? All right, so we're going to rotate this up. I'm not going to let Collier crawl underneath it. I'm going to put it right on that 9.5-inch line. If y'all can see it from behind, right here. And you want to be sure that you hit it straight.
Get the angles right, bro.
We're gonna hit it right here.
Oh, I'm hitting it right there.
Perfect. All right. So this board at this point, we need to get it level. Okay, it'll move like this. So we're gonna take our level again. From behind. And make sure that we're level. All right, that's good. Lay it back like this. And we want to fan these out because now we're going to screw from the front here into that H brace, and that will, hang on just a second, that will secure them where they're going to go. So what I recommend you doing is kind of figuring out how, it's your chair, figure out how you want to fan it out, but they all need to be uniform. So I like to put it about 2.5 on each one. as far as the spacing, look at it from there. All right, that looks good. Collier, one screw in each one of these.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Now we're using 2-inch screws on all of this. From here on out, just about everything is going to be a 2-inch screw.
That sounded good.
Oh, very good.
Collier's doing a good job sinking those down. We want to go with that screw below the surface because we're going to put wood putty on them.
He knows what he's doing.
All right, so now our backs are done. So now, whenever you put your arms on, you're going to be able to kind of determine how far you want this to lean back, okay? I recommend not leaning it back too far, okay? All right, you may think that will be comfortable, but find a good, I'd say about right there on this one. And how we do this is the arms hold it in that position. So on the back here in the back on the H brace, your arm needs to be flush, okay? It won't look good sticking out like that. And then we want them to be straight out here and even out on the front. So Collier, I have it flush, kind of where it's going to go. So we'll run one screw in it right here. Okay, a little further. Perfect. Okay, that's going to want to you're going to have to kind of push this down here. Now this is an important part right here. We want this to just overlap just a little on the top, just about maybe just ever so slightly where it's sticking over, but not in the middle of it. Put one screw in it, that's going to hold it in place. Okay, so now our back is steady. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to be flush back here in the back. Okay, make sure we're lined up here in the front.
Oh, smooth one, man. Smooth one.
Straight down. It's going straight. Okay.
No, that thing's solid. Let's be a push.
Okay. All right. So now what I recommend doing, we only have one screw in all these parts. So that's important to put a second screw in each one of these. Okay. Just scoot over about an inch or so and sink you another screw in each one of those, and then your chair is ready for the seats, which will be the next part of it. Okay.
That's an inch, buddy.
All right, we're done.
Ending alive.